And then there's a cop with a canine unit, and the dog was not trained at all. Just like, you know, like when you see a dog getting pulled, it's like getting pulled. The cop in full cop uniform is getting pulled from bush to bush, and the dog's just like wagging its tail, sniffing every bush. And I was like, I love it. Every job that exists, there's someone bad at it.
Yeah.
And this dog was that.
That's funny.
And he was my favorite.
That makes me worry about our country's security.
Yeah, but he was outside the fence. The guys inside the fence looked like they were very much on top of the game.
Got it.
Outside the fence, it was like, whatever, dude.
I just feel like a chain's only as strong as its weakest link, and this one is snacks away from treason.
Yeah, totally. You got some bread and cheese?
Right. You don't even need a ball in your hand. Just pretend to throw it. I will give you the nuclear codes.
Lift off. The clock has started.
Hey, I'm going.
Go ahead.
This is me going.
All right.
Hey, Hesbos. Welcome to this happy place known as Hesby Street.
Welcome.
Do us a favor. Follow us on Instagram at Hesby Street Pod. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's called Hesby Street. We put a bunch of videos up.
Come on, man. Be nicer. Be warm. They're taking time out of their day to spend with us.
If you go to HesbyStreetPod.com, you'll get to see Torio's dates. And you could also go to patreon.com/Hesby Street and you get an extra episode of love and affection and friendship.
That's what we do. We celebrate friendship and love and affection.
Every week. But that's only on Patreon.
Yeah. Here it's just kind of...
platonic.
It's platonic. It's a little bit... cold.
Yeah.
We're a little cold to each other.
It's like enemies with benefits.
Yes. Yeah.
We don't really like each other, but we fuck. I shouldn't cuss in the intro.
No, we also have the live podcast game show coming up a week from, less than a week.
Less than a week.
This Monday.
6 days away.
August 21st.
5 days away. Yeah.
Free tickets are free, but almost sold out. There's only a few left.
Yeah. You can check those out. We'll be at the bus stop. Yeah, it's going to be a fun comedy game show that we'll be recording, and we're going to air it live for patrons, I think, only.
Yeah, I think patrons only on that.
Yeah. But hopefully we can make it a regular thing. And you have other dates outside of that coming up, right, Torio?
Yeah, I got some other dates. Will be in Denver, October 14th. Other than that, pretty much I'll be in San Diego, October 28th.
Nice.
And other than that, just around LA right now. I just got back from the East Coast.
Cool.
That was fun. Shout out to Jon X. He brought me some fresh bread.
And mugwort.
Mugwort.
For me.
Which I could... Well, we'll get into it on the pod, maybe. And then also, I meant to bring it. We were supposed to try it, but I have it still. Some like kind of Cajun seasoning from, I want to say Bojangles, like a...
Is that a drug?
No, it's like a...
I think it's Bojangles the dealer.
Fast food joint.
Yeah, no, it is.
Oh, it is. Okay.
I just didn't know if it was street slang for something now.
He brought me... Well, again, very... Love Jon X.
Yeah. He looked cooler than I imagined.
He's a very cool guy, very fascinating human. He brought me some homemade drugs, I guess.
Cool.
And
well, if you want to bring homemade drugs to me, I'll be at the San Francisco Punchline this week, all week, tonight through Saturday night, and then Sunday night we'll probably pop in and do a little bit. We
might pop in
tomfoolery,
but we,
on the local showcase.
That's if you know.
That's our home club. That's if what.
Well, it's just like we don't get paid to do that, so I don't like to promote
tell
it.
people, right, to come watch local up-and-coming comics and that scene that started us off.
I got another cool story about that.
So we don't do that part in the intro.
No.
Keep your cool stories.
I know, I'm keeping the cool stories.
Okay, cool.
Well, because it's just like, if you don't play the music now, we'll never get to it.
I'll be in LA when I get back. I'm trying to get through my dates.
Okay, you have so many dates.
I got so many dates. I just have 2 more. I'll be back in LA. I'll be at the Hollywood Improv on August 30th for Habibi's Arab show. I'll be representing the Maghreb. That's Morocco. And then the 31st, I'll be at Hard Lemonade in Franklin Village in Los Angeles, California. Play the fucking music, dude.
All right, I'll do it this time.
I think it's so easy.
Yeah, it is. It's one button. You come in here.
I was really hoping we'd come out of it and you're like, that was so hard, so scary.
I went the other way.
I'm
I
sweaty.
was like, you always fake air guitar, but it's just one single button we press.
It's a single button.
Yep. Yeah, so Jon X shows up. And he made. I sent you the photo. I didn't bring it on the plane because I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
I mean, he shows
They
up.
didn't stop you. You just were like, this can't come on the plane.
I never got that far.
Yeah.
Well, here's what happened. He gave me these 2 tinctures, he called them.
Okay.
And they come in like those little vials with the water dropper.
That's what a tincture is.
Yeah,
a vial
totally.
with a water drop.
But I'm just saying, if you don't know tincture,
Oh, got it.
I'm painting a picture.
Sorry,
dude.
not everyone's married to holistic nutritionists.
Yes.
I realized.
And so, you know me. I mean, John knows this because he listens to the pod regular. I can tell by the things he knows and doesn't know.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm very much a hypochondriac.
Yeah.
So if something's not sealed, even eating the fresh bread, I'm like, I don't know. The FDA didn't know, But
Yeah.
the bread was dope. But yeah, he's like it's mugwort, and then it's like some other stuff. He kind of like alluded, or maybe I inferred that, but I kind of got the feeling that it wasn't just mugwort. And then he was like, and women shouldn't have it. It can hurt their ovaries. And that's when I was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
If it can hurt ovaries, who knows what it can
Right.
hurt. And I felt bad, but he made a label that was dope. It was Dr. Zach, Uncle Zach.
I saw that. So
which we
honored.
haven't done in so long.
I
That was an
know.
original shout out. So I brought it back into the comedy club, and kind of I was like, anyone want to try? And then when those people were like, no, man, I don't know what the fuck. Then I was like, well, I can't. If the fucking drug addicts won't do it, then
Yeah.
I'm too scared to do it.
Yeah.
So I do apologize, John. I didn't try your mugwort tincture, but the thought was so lovely. And I'm going to bring the Bojangles seasoning next time. We'll make something. What would be good? Like tots?
Just like a
Message us.
seasoned crack. Well seasoned.
We'll put it on crack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
I think that's what he would like.
That's how John would have wanted.
Although he seemed like more like he was into the holistic drugs.
I agree.
The mushrooms,
Yeah.
the psychedelics, the weed.
Yeah, a flower child.
Yes.
And I don't even know what I mean when I say that, but I've never been so sure of anything.
I don't even think he would like that. He seems like a no labels guy.
Right.
You know,
do not box him in a corner.
So I do appreciate the thought, and I'm sorry if I let you down by not indulging in the mugwort. But
Did other people see him?
no,
You know what? He could be an entity.
that's my favorite part about the whole thing is he messages me and he's like, "Hey, when can I drop this thing off to you?" And I was like, "Well, just bring it to the show. There's a
Yeah.
show at 7:30. There's a show at 10." He's like, "I'm not going to a show."
That's so. I mean, dude, he might not be real.
Might not be real.
I would love it if the staff at the DC
I have
Comedy
a
Loft,
photo. I should have looked at it. He might not even be there. It's just me smiling.
if the staff's just like, these headliners get weirder and weirder, and you're just outside like holding bread, like, all right, let's do a quick photo, talking to no one. That would have been the most
But I love
scary
that I
and-
got my second loaf of bread brought to me. That makes me think this podcast is working.
I know.
Keep bringing that bread.
It's already paid dividends for what you want out of life. Bread. Well, all that we're missing is cheese, but I feel like you're scared with how cheese is so perishable. Like, you probably
I can
wouldn't
get my own cheese. Don't worry about cheese.
You can find cheese.
I wouldn't expect you to make your own cheese. First of all, that's insanely hard.
yeah.
And then two, are you gonna keep it in your bag during the whole show,
Right.
and the whole day?
Yeah.
Plus, I don't. That's the whole thing is I don't need cheese. Bread's so good.
By itself.
Yeah.
You don't even need olive oil or butter.
I don't need it. No.
That's wild. You truly are a bread fan.
Yeah, I will when you're low on snacks.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of like, I'll eat just a plain slice of bread.
That's-
Not even good bread. I'm talking just the sliced bread that you use for toast.
Like sourdough about to turn a little
or
bit.
just like a sad wheat, and you just got the butt piece at the end that's all crust,
You'll
and you're
just
like,
eat
whatever,
that?
I'll just eat it.
You won't do
And I'll-
anything
and
to
I'm not-
zhuzh it up.
It's not the best snack,
It's not it's the worst snack.
but I don't hate it. No, I do not hate it. I'm that dedicated to bread, man.
You could kick it up a notch with like a slice of apple and cheese on it.
Well, if I have cheese, sure, but like,
Slice
it's
of
hard for me to
butter.
keep cheese in the house.
That's true.
I try not to buy butter because then I cook with it, and it's just so much.
Yeah.
Because once you start, it's like, well, it's a little more.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, the way Elizabeth puts butter on a piece of toast, I'm like, you're trying to kill me.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
But this is like a full layer.
My other DC was great, dude. You should go do that club.
Okay.
I did you're very close to like all the monuments and the mall.
I love
and everything.
that. Yeah, history shit.
I was at the White House. Inside. Beautiful.
They like a tour?
No, I didn't go inside. I was outside.
Oh,
Yeah.
They do a tour inside.
Still?
Oh yeah.
I thought they canceled all that.
Well, I guess I haven't been there since my last trip.
Post 9/11, they do tours.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But I was at like the gate, you know, and there's like people taking photos. There were like people doing like dances. It was a party vibe.
Yeah.
And then there's a cop with a canine unit, and the dog was not trained at all. Just like, you know, like when you see a dog getting pulled, it's like getting pulled. The cop in full cop uniform is getting pulled from bush to bush, and the dog's just like wagging its tail, sniffing every bush. And I was like, I love it. Every job that exists, there's someone bad at it.
Yeah.
And this dog was that.
That's funny.
And he was my favorite.
That makes me worry about our country's security.
Yeah, but he wasn't. He was outside the fence. The guys inside the fence looked like they were very much on top of the game.
Got it.
Outside the fence, it was like, whatever, dude.
I just feel like a chain's only as strong as its weakest link, and this one is snacks away from treason.
Yeah, totally. You got some bread and cheese?
Right. You don't even need a ball in your hand. Just pretend to throw it. I will give you the nuclear codes.
Oh, it's my favorite dog, man.
That's great. Just an unruly dog.
Just an unruly dog. Man. That was the one that's like the opposite of what you want.
I can't with that.
Yeah.
I love a good dog that's just like carrying its own leash, watching its guy's every move, you know?
No, that is the best dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the dog I would want to have, but it's the dog I want to watch.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, the one pulling you.
Yeah. Oh, right.
So, yeah,
I see
that's
what you
what I
mean.
mean.
Yeah. So you saw the sites, DC.
Saw the sites, went to the Holocaust Museum. Sad.
They have that in DC?
They have that in D.C.
Huh.
Went to the American History Museum, Space and Air Museum.
Whoa. Are those two different things?
No, it's one thing.
Oh, okay.
A lot of airplanes.
So they got space, air, and then American history.
Yep. They got a ton of more, but those are the ones I went to.
Oh, like different. Okay.
So you have been, but you haven't been to the museums?
Yeah, we were only there for like a couple nights driving
Really?
around the country.
Nice.
But it was beautiful. All the, like, we walked around like the War Memorial. We went to the monuments,
Right.
which is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Especially at sunset.
Dude, there was, you know, the Washington Monument picture people take where they like, they pose so it looks like the monument's their dick.
I can kind of picture that.
Okay, so like the dude's laying down,
Uh-huh.
right, and he's got his like,
I see.
He's got his crotch kind of up and his knees up, and then the wife is like she's getting real low to the ground so that she can get the angle so that it looks like his penis, right?
Okay.
Like he's laying down, and then behind her are just their two kids.
Oh, no.
Not that young, like 8 and 10. I want to maybe like 7 and 8. You know,
Okay.
like young enough to where,
They know daddy's doing a bad thing.
yeah, but also old enough to where they know what's going on.
So,
I thought that was funny.
do you think it's not okay? Or do you think it's kind of cool? Because I think it's kind of cool.
I think it's some of both.
Yeah.
I think it's like it's not funny. You know,
Well,
like, I'm the
right.
7-year-old that's like hacky,
Yeah,
contrived.
yeah,
It's
right.
been done.
Right.
How about this, Mom? You get on your knees,
Right.
Dad. You flip around.
Right.
He's like, whoa, I didn't even know you knew that.
Yeah. Dad, pretend to be holding it. Mom, you're enjoying it too much. Dad, you're disappointed
Let's
at
bring in
how-
that guy over here. Your dad, you watch. This guy's going to, defile Mom.
That's I feel like as a parent, so much fun is taken from you.
Right. No, I don't think it's a bad thing. I just
Yeah.
think it's like, you're in public. It's a little weird.
It's weird to have the kids wait
Yeah.
while we knock this one out. Yeah. But I feel like as a parent, you don't get many, like, having a kid is I did a show where it was at like an apartment complex, like a bougie apartment complex over the
Yeah, I've done
weekend.
those.
And there was this mom with her like toddler. And she walked out with her toddler and was like, are you into the kid's just screaming at the show? And so she brings the kid out and sits with us. She's like, I guess she's not crying. You know, the kid's like happy, like sees clapping and wants to clap. And it's this adorable little girl, and she's kind of like doesn't know words yet. And the mom just, of course, like sits right next to where I'm sitting and is talking to me. I am the fucking magnet of unsolicited conversation.
She's talking during the show just about.
But I'm like just outside of the room, like in the courtyard, so I can see through the doorway going over my set. She sits next to me with her kid, and her kid is like even like and her kid is the cutest thing in the world. And so she's like, I guess we're bringing it. And I'm just like, just go. Like, leave. You know what I mean? This isn't for a toddler. This isn't Gymboree.
Yeah.
But then she says, our friends, she's like, I wish we would have known. I live with my parents. Our friends told us, come and let's have some drinks and hang out. So we brought our kid, thinking we're just hanging out.
Oh, they didn't know it was comedy.
And then now we're at a comedy show. And she's like, now can't even watch the show. You know, I'm like, that sucks, you know?
Yeah.
And then she's just like, everything she's saying, like talking to me, and like the girl's coming up. No, don't bother him. He doesn't want. I'm like, it's fine. Like, what do you want? You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. And then she's like, she likes white guys, which hurt my feelings.
Yeah,
because I'm like, what does that have to do with me?
Well, also, what a weird thing for her to say.
Because
she's
white.
racist.
She's white. And she's married to a Filipino guy who's inside watching the show.
But she was just like, my baby's racist.
My baby only likes white guys.
Yeah.
Because she's always around Filipinos. Don't know what to do with that. I just going, okay.
Oh, you think that last statement made it better?
Right. I'm like, I can't look deeper into this phone that's in my lap.
This is what I don't understand about you. You never walk away.
I was sitting there first.
You can walk away.
Just get up and walk away.
Just
I
back
ended up
into
doing
the room.
that. I ended up doing that.
Yeah.
But give me my seat. You know, I should have been like, hey, Nana, how's the cancer ravaging your body? Damn. All right. You're not white? I know.
'Cause I'm not white.
Because also I'm not. I'm just looking at her. Sorry. Got to take this. Yeah, so
How is your Moroccan Nana's cancer going?
my Moroccan Nana is cancer free.
Oh, that's
Still
amazing.
going on 89 years.
What's her name?
Villagers don't get disease. That's my mom's belief. She's
Right.
like, we don't get stuff.
Was she never sick when you were growing up?
She'll get little things, but she's like, just give me some lemon and
It's just 105 fever. It's no
I
big
just
deal.
yeah.
I just put
Little
ice water in my face.
Yeah, a big one was ice water
Uh-huh.
and lemon and honey.
Yeah, that my Italian grandpa, small village, he was just he splashed some water in your face.
Yeah, right.
You're good.
Right. You're not dying. You're sleepy.
You're it's like the original cold plunge. You don't need the whole bath.
Right.
That's too much water. We're not wasting.
There's just a Moroccan Dr. Huberman that's like, studies show from my friend over here. He's done like 2 studies today. Goats don't like you if you're gay. So we got to learn that.
And you want the goats to like you, or
It's
you
just
don't?
We just bring you the scientific facts.
Okay.
You
And that's
extrapolate
science.
what you want. That's science. How do we get here?
How did we get here? It's not just in the conversation, in our lives.
Right.
How did we end up in your studio?
My office.
Your home office studio.
As far as my accountant's concerned, this is my studio
slash office.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
TV and movies.
And it's separate from your home.
Never even use the Wi-Fi to handle a personal situation. You hear that, accountants?
A lot of people I've noticed in DC, they're very interested in how we're dealing with these strikes out here.
Yeah.
And my response is,
I'm not doing well
I'm-
enough.
it's like,
Right.
but I'm surprised that's what they're interested in.
Right.
I was surprised. I didn't realize it was that big. They're like, "You doing okay with the strike?" And I'm like, "I'm doing the exact same with the strike." Yeah.
Right.
It's
equally hard as it was before.
Yes. No, I'm struggling.
Right.
I'm definitely struggling. Not because of strike.
It's like asking a peasant about an embargo.
Yeah.
Where they're like, how are you doing with the wheat embargo? He's like, there's wheat somewhere.
Yeah. Like, I've been eating nothing but beans and potatoes.
Yeah.
What was wheat?
Yeah. I was just, have you ever heard of the War of Jenkins' Ear?
No, please explain.
So this was a thing that happened in
Jenkins
Jenkins.
ear.
Jenkins' ear. Yeah. This is like England versus Spain in, I want to say, like 1730s, 1740s.
Okay, right before us.
Right before the dawn of us. And yeah, it was basically they were just, England and Spain were fighting for control of the Americas. This was like this kind of between phase where it's like, we got Brazil, they got this, we can trade here, but you know, like we don't really like this setup. Like England's not really getting to do much. Spain, it's kind of I mean, it is obviously a super fucked up situation where Spain goes, you can come and like trade stuff from England, but they can only be slaves. And they're like, fine, dude, that's all we want to trade. And then they roll up and they're like sneaking in spices, and they're like, they're like, no,
people
dude.
only.
Right. We're like, dude, carry this fucking thing with you. So basically, England has enough, and they're like, we need to go to war with Spain. And they go, what do we got? And then one guy's like, a Spanish guy once cut off Jenkins' ear. And they're like, what? And they're like, yeah, it was like 20 years ago. They're like, but Jenkins is still alive? They're like, yeah. All right, we'll just say that just happened. And then he's like, they took my ear. And
they like reopen the scar tissue.
Yeah. Apparently he held his ear in like a pickle jar and was like, that's the ear? Spanish guy did it. And they're like, when? He's like, nah.
It's crazy that back then
time?
that you even needed to do the smoke and mirrors of it all. Because you could just be like, there was no internet, there was no video camera.
Well,
you could just be like, no, it happened.
Right. I think it was kind of that. Jenkins is long, you know, there was no like even written testimony of, but they're like, he said it.
We heard it one time.
Yeah. So it's like a funny.
It'd be cool to be the guy that makes up reasons to go to war. Like,
right.
You're the creative writer on staff
That's
for the
what
king.
I'm saying. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, you're just like, okay, who are we going to war with?
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
I can call my buddy Jenkins.
Right. Well, no, the thing is, like, people wanted to go to war. It was like their 9/11. You know what I mean? They're like, those fucking terrorists took Jenkins here. They didn't know Jenkins, but they're like,
yeah, right.
Jenkins was a good bloke. So I feel like that's the equivalent of us getting mad about the strike. We're like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? They can't make however much they make.
That's ridiculous.
I can't even sleep.
Did they get done filming Fast and Furious 11?
Yeah, right.
They haven't, so we're waiting on that.
So tonight,
we're just gonna wait on that. We're just gonna wait for Fast Furious 11.
I can't sleep, you guys. Tonight we ride.
What about our family?
Yeah. That's when someone asks you what's up with that strike. Although I feel like I am kind of getting affected by the strike because I don't have auditions anymore.
Yeah, and you're a scab, and you have to deal with that.
I'm not a scab.
You are, though.
How?
You're auditioning for things.
Yeah, but none of those violate the strike.
Yeah, but I think everything violates the strike.
That's not true.
I think so, though. You know how I
just
feel.
your takes.
No, I think other people would agree with me.
Did you hear about A24?
Yeah, I think A24 is an exception.
Okay, good. Thank God.
Because those people
are getting paid fairly.
So at A24, they're not boycotting A24 because A24, the studio A24, decided to agree to all the terms.
Yeah.
You're agreeing, I think, non-union work on the tiniest of levels kind of always being a scab because you're agreeing to work for less than what you deserve.
Right.
And that's,
that
hurts dilutes everything. And,
but SAG doesn't have a department for like industrial shoots, which are, if you don't know what an industrial shoot is, it's like someone making an HR video for the company they work at. No one's like, whoa, where's SAG?
Yeah, you're right.
So that's not scabbing.
No, I don't think that's scabbing.
Okay.
Neither is like student films or like ultra low budget stuff. But it just feels like there's a slippery slope with it.
There are things that are coming in that are SAG okayed. Mm-hmm. You know, like they are like planning on being a SAG project. You can start working on it now with SAG. SAG has approved it, but they're just waiting on things to clear up.
Gotcha.
So like you can't be like, who from SAG called? You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't have any work coming in. And this is the healthiest I've been, which sucks. This strike needs to end.
Yeah.
Because
before you gain weight.
Football season's coming.
You want to get in commercials.
No. I ruined my
football season
life.
will ruin your body.
I every Sunday I'm gonna have some drinks. What am I eating? Radishes and fucking
I like
hummus?
a radish. But you're right. Yeah, that's not a good snack.
Yeah, if I brought radishes to your place, you would be like, "Oh, sick, guys! Zach brought radish." You'd be like, "Hey, man, that's okay." You know what I mean? That's the best defense you're giving a radish.
Like, what dip did you? What are we gonna dip that?
Yeah,
in?
right. So you're not eating it straight.
Don't waste my onion dip on your radish.
Right.
I got chip.
Right.
Those are for chip only.
So we only have a few weeks, excuse me, until football season starts. We're not a sports podcast, but we are a destroy our bodies and then feel sad and then talk about how we got to start getting healthier and getting our life back together.
That's the
podcast.
theme. That is finally the theme of the podcast. It took us 3 years.
I think football has become so huge in this country, American football, that there should and probably will be, this is my prophecy, some sort of new holiday, like a Blackout Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Everyone comes back from college. They get drunk at their local dive bar, make mistakes, and then have a hungover dinner with their
That's
families.
the worst day as a bartender.
Yes.
Worse than St. Patrick's Day, worse than 4th of July.
Blackout Wednesday.
Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
And it's not a national holiday, but it is kind of culturally a holiday because they know.
People don't even know. People that go out, they're always like, oh, I didn't even think about it.
Right.
That it would be busy.
Right.
They don't even think that it's going to be chaos.
Right. An unwitting, patron of a bar might be thrown off by it. So I think we're going to have our own Blackout Wednesday holiday that's going to be like, here's what I think it should be. And hear me out.
Okay, I'm in already.
It should be.
You said blackout, and I'm in.
So, like couples, like sometimes you have a couple where one person isn't that into sports. This is the last day they get with their partner. You know what I mean?
I get it.
So-
right, the day before.
And it's not necessarily women. Like, the women like football.
Sure, it's the Wednesday before opening Thursday night football.
Wednesday before. I like that, actually.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like
Saturday.
the Saturday before football Sunday, or even the last Sunday before football Sunday.
Okay,
So the last free Sunday is like,
pre-football Sunday.
it's life day, where you have a life for one last day before we go into football hibernation.
Yeah.
Because from then on, everywhere we're going to want to go, we're going to need Wi-Fi, we're going to need a TV. Like, we go out and do stuff during football season, but we're also like,
It's also if you're
TV
getting
day.
married and you want me to come, it's your last weekend.
have it
It's your
there.
last chance.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're waiting until March.
And I think we should up the ante, like make it a base, like every basic couples joke game party. We do it all that day. So we
Okay.
have like pumpkin spice lattes. We wear the big hats. The guys show up in shirts that they didn't. Have you seen this one?
No.
Guy shows up to a party with his wife, and then the next couple shows up, and the guys are wearing the same shirt. They're all wearing the shirt their wife just got them, and their wife, as a prank, all got them the same shirt. So now all the guys are like, Mike,
Man,
this is...
marriage sounds bleak.
So it's bleak day.
Yes, bleak
You know
day.
what I mean? And we do all those things. We make a casserole. Why not?
It would be cool if then after that party, all those guys just gonna go live together in a cabin.
Yes.
And they just say, bye, hon.
Right. All right, we got to go. We're enlisted into football season.
Yeah.
And it's just video games, fights,
Yeah.
crying a little bit. I'm just really excited for football season. I think it's going to be the end of like the healthiest chapter of my life.
You don't think that you can
Maintain?
You can maintain if you only eat one bad meal every Niners game
Uh-huh.
and only drink that day.
Okay.
You could and then work the other 6 days, work out and eat healthy.
But
You
we're-
could at the very least maintain.
We're a red zone household.
Yeah, okay.
That's
so
8
Sundays are
hours
ruined
of football.
Yeah, so So if you just ruin your body Sunday and then the other 6 days go really healthy, you can maintain.
Here's the problem. When you start to like party a little bit,
Yeah, the next day's ruined.
next day all you want is a fucking greasy cheeseburger.
Yeah,
You're
all
not like,
all right.
we got to dial it in. So now we're talking Sunday, Monday. Because also
Sunday,
Monday night
Monday's-
football.
Yeah, Sunday, Monday's toast. So if you can be healthy Tuesday,
Wednesday. Right.
Thursday night football, you don't need.
Thursday.
You got to skip it.
Okay.
You got to if you want to maintain your gains.
Thursday football.
You got to sacrifice Thursday football.
That's
you
gonna
got to
be
not
tough.
watch college and just go Tuesday to Saturday healthy.
Right.
It's the only way. I'm not saying you should do this. I think Fat Zack's the best Zack.
Why?
He's funnier.
He was
books
funnier.
more commercials.
I feel like his bits just hit harder.
His bits hit harder. I don't have to
crowds
hear
don't
about how
wanna-
sore you are.
That's the thing, dude. I really owe myself a lot of credit because I've been going to the gym a lot, and I don't think I've talked about it too much.
No, you haven't.
And I just finished a book, and I have not once to ask you what you're reading. I read a book once every, 2 to 3 years?
Yeah.
And when I'm reading it the entire time, I'm itching my neck
You got to tell people
in a
about
social
it.
situation to be like, so what's everyone reading?
But you did in Tahoe, while reading the book, talked a lot about it.
I talked about the book while I was reading it? Mm-hmm. A lot?
Not a lot, but you brought it up every day, I'd say.
Really?
They were interesting stories. I did not hate it at all. It
Right.
was some kind of nonfiction sailing boat.
Yes. It was actually took place in Here's Where Worlds Collide. War of Jake and Zero.
Knew it. I knew it. I knew that. As soon as you brought up Jack and Zero, I was like, it's got to be that book.
Zach, while he's got a book and a gym membership, is the worst version of Zach you will ever experience. I am a walking alpha bro podcast.
Uh-huh.
I have values. It's annoying. Quit flicking my
I
leg.
thought that was the table.
I get it. I'm hot. I read a book.
I know, I'm
You wanna
attracted
touch
to
me?
you. All right, well, that's about it for this week. Have fun in San Francisco. I'll miss you.
Thanks, man. Come out to the
Well,
punchline.
I'll be there at the end. I'll get there
to save me.
to do the live pod, but you'll be up there a whole week.
So I'll see you and all the Hesbos that live in San Francisco.
That's right. August 21. Fly out. It's an amazing city to be in.
You know, if you think about it, your plane ticket includes a ticket to our show at the bus stop.
If you come, that's true.
Because
And
the
if you
ticket's
come
free.
out, we'll let you take us to dinner.
Yeah.
We'll let you hold me. We'll let you spend the night with me.
I really want to do
We'll
a...
let you wake up and take me to breakfast.
Here's one for the Hesbos that you can be involved in. I really want to do, if you message me and say you're down to do this at the bus stop, I really want to do this video of you doing a video with Torio being like, it's so great meeting you, dude. I'm a huge fan. And then me recording a video from inside the bar of Torio doing it with no one. So you
That'd be
can
fun.
be our first Ghost Hesbo fan.
Yeah. All right,
Well,
we'll see you.
second after John ran into you in DC.
Jon X is real, man, because I do remember there was a couple from the show out there, and they took a photo, and they might have had some bread, or they talked with Jon X.
Okay.
He's real. Is Jon X his real name? I highly doubt it. This guy's running from something, the law or himself.
I changed it from John Doe.
Yeah.